absolutely, completely honest with all the listeners and viewers out there, I have never been in a better mood. I've never been happier. I've never been more excited. I don't care about knowing Hollywood people or even rock stars. Once you've had a chance to do it, it really becomes old hat. Even though some of those folks are really interesting, informative, passionate, liberty-loving people, I like them because they're patriots, the people I know, not because they're famous. In fact, being famous to a great extent is a gilded cage. And those that have become famous and haven't lost their soul, you notice are always trying to move to the countryside somewhere to be left alone and, you know, changing their name and getting a facelift or a nose job so no one recognizes them. But I am so proud of my association with Donald Trump and my association with people like Matt Drudge, because they are true trailblazers. They're innovators that swam against the current and are trying to basically restore our republic and the true renaissance, the free, open society. And I tell you, to know that Donald Trump is real, to know that Donald Trump is informed, to know that Donald Trump is aware of the world government plan and the plan to make us poor under Cloward and Piven and Agenda 21, and to know that he really does want to restore the republic and really turn loose the engine of human innovation is so exciting. Now, there are two rules about Fight Club. Don't talk about Fight Club. And the second rule is don't talk about Fight Club. And this is definitely the real Fight Club. This is what Fight Club wishes it was, okay? And I'm going to just stop right there. People like General Flynn and all these other patriots, I mean, amazing to be absolutely confirmed when I already knew that they're dialed in. They get the whole program better than I do, and they are ready to fight it. They think America is ready to wake up and take action against the New World Order, and it is just such an exciting time to be alive. I'm going to stop right there. But I'm telling you, we don't have an uphill battle anymore if we just realize that humanity is built to win. Humanity is built to innovate and rise. And that for far too long we've been asleep and let these Lillipullies, these little tyrants like Debbie Wasserman Schultz and others suppress us and control us because we're not arrogant. We're not seeking power. We're just seeking success and kinship and honor. Well, we're not going to have all that unless we get these people out of our way. And sure, there's not some utopia we're offering on the other side, but it's certainly the opposite of what we're under right now, which is total parasitic despotism. We have a cornucopia of news to cover. But let me just tell you all something from the highest levels of the Pentagon, where there are patriots, from the highest levels of the Trump campaign, and from the highest levels of the resistance in this country. This broadcast is the spirit of the resistance. This broadcast is having the effect. My prayers to God Almighty every day are coming true. And that's what God promises us in the good book, is that if we take action and do the right thing and continue to persevere for a long time, in the end, God will take us the rest of the way. And that's happening right now. And even if Trump has the election stolen, even if the globalists set a nuke off in a major city, they could do anything to bring in tyranny, it's not going to work. Because by resisting, we win. Even if Trump doesn't get across the finish line, he's moved the ball to the 1-yard line. And we got 1,000 downs, folks. If we just take it in our hands, it's amazing. It's amazing. Amazing what's going on. They want to break our will and take our hope. It's not going to work. All right, let me just read to you some of the headlines, and I'm going to come back and cover them. And then we have our crew in Philadelphia covering things. They're going to be popping in. We're going to have Roger Stone joining us to cover all the new developments and so much more we're able to talk about. Just as a microcosm, he's having a violent criminal audit all of a sudden, and they're just claiming he didn't pay taxes, period, and is involved in total tax evasion for 2014, even though he has a copy of the check and the filing and the check and the money deposited and they say, we don't care, we're basically coming to arrest you. That's what Obama's now doing to him. This just started during the RNC last week. He had to run back to New York and deal with it. And he's not scared. He loves it. He understands this is the animating contest of liberty. But Nixon had 110 names that he was looking at auditing to mess with, and he got basically the beginning of impeachment, had to step down over it. And I say, yeah, good. That's bad. So does Stone, who worked for him. But now they just do it in mass, and they go, well, that's okay. And that's done to intimidate people. It's an act of desperation. Good, have a jury trial. Go in there with his check, and he paid, and they said, they just don't care. They just don't care. It's all about just a bunch of arrogant people bullying around. Now, get ready for this. They're at the DNC. They asked the baseball commission why this is going on. They said, no, we changed the printout because they have the sections at the baseball field where they're having part of the convention. They put a big tent up in Philadelphia. It's on Infowars.com. We're going to write an article about tomorrow. Dems censor white from red, white, and blue to avoid triggering. Because there was a white section. As if anybody would think blue, red, white, as if anybody. So they've changed it to a cream section. We're going to play part of that, but the crew's going to be joining us. And if you want to go down that line of censorship, the BBC is now announcing they want to stop using the word terrorist. They don't say Islamic terror already, and now they're going to censor the names. In fact, they've officially done it. This is mainstream news. They're not going to say Ali or Muhammad, even though the latest attacker was called Ali and yelled Allah Akbar. They're going to censor all Islamic names and words from the attacks and then say no ISIS connection. I guess to the big attack killed 80-something people yesterday, and then there was 80-something a couple weeks ago, and hatchet attacks, and 9 dead, and all this stuff. And it's like, wow, you guys really are doubling down with this. But Dems have banned the white section at the DNC. Munich teen gunman has no ISIS links, the police say, even though they've been ordered. German ministers are raped, and then they come out and say, oh, blonde-haired German did it. BBC scrubs Ali from Munich killer's name on TV. I'm sorry. I mean, that's next level BS. This is like Monty Python. It's actually so entertaining if it wasn't so deadly. You know, when your family gets killed. Syrian refugee arrested after killing woman with machete. Reuters in Germany, police say. Just always a Syrian or, you know, Afghan. Of course, there's people that invaded Syria. I love they always say with this guy that killed the people at the McDonald's, they said he was a German. Of course, he's from Afghanistan, from Iran. I mean, it's just German machete attack. Shocking footage shows Syrian refugee launched. This is just it's like every few hours now, launching deadly assault in which pregnant woman is hacked to death. Why don't they just call him German? I'm surprised this article even actually got it right. German officials respond to migrant axe attack by calling for mandatory Islam classes. I told you, you will be indoctrinated so that you don't trigger them. See, we're going to not have the white and red, white, and blue because that having white triggers you. And now you're triggering the Muslims wearing a miniskirt. Remember the Cologne mayor, the Greenpeace, you know, Green Party lady? She said, don't wear those sexy miniskirts. And they're having to not have open street parties anymore. And during Oktoberfest, which Germans have done for 1,000 years, they can't do that now. They have to be walled off and in buildings because it's causing a triggering. You bring in something incompatible to wreck the liberal society. Having guns, low taxes, freedom's liberal. Banning the color white is the opposite. It's cult-level brainwashing. By the way, we have it. There is no doubt we have a guy that is literally the most brainwashed zombie cult member of Hillary ever. And here's what's crazy. We have hundreds of these coming. This is actually what most of them are like. We didn't just go find a loon. We have, the video's up on Infowars.com, the ultimate Hillary zombie. Today we interviewed in Philadelphia.
Hillary Clinton is posing as an advocate for domestic abuse victims. But behind closed doors, she's a violent abuser. Find out what Hillary has done to Bill. The Clintons' War on Women, in stores now.
It's not just our water we need to filter. It's not just our food that needs to be clean. It's the air we're breathing, especially for our children. The artificial particulates, the chemicals, is absolutely weighing down our immune systems. The same team based right here in America that brought you the Alexa Pure groundbreaking water filtration systems have now developed Alexa Pure Breeze. Whether it's your home or office, you owe it to yourself, your coworkers, your family, your children to do the best job you can to purify your air. The elite are masters at poisoning our environment while themselves doing things that mitigate or avoid most of the toxic effects for themselves. The general public doesn't. The Alexa Pure Breeze would be a steal at $300, $400, $500. One of these systems can keep 800 square feet incredibly clean. This is a system I'm personally putting in throughout my house, replacing older, more expensive filters that didn't do as good a job. Find out why this system is so revolutionary today at InfoWarsStore.com.